have Google. I got everybody ready. I'm ready, bro. I got Google at my fingertips right now.
We're on.
We're on. Welcome back. This is the second edition of the Northern Illinois Wrestling Rankings Show. I'm joined by my esteemed panel, Buddy Staver and Jim Masney, two guys who I fully trust, know a lot about what's going on in wrestling, and we have to dive back into this. So, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Dalton?
Hey, how we doing? Yep.
Doing great. So, we put out the first show, and we've gotten feedback, we've gotten information. What were we missing? What do we got to reevaluate?
I think with the information we had, we did fairly decent, but I know there's a couple corrections to make it 106.
Mhm.
Maybe some kids that aren't going to be making 106 or don't have no intentions of going 106.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Plano tournament, what happened here since we talked to, there's some results there too. And like Jim said, there's a couple guys that we noticed that were not at weight either.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump into 106. Right off the top, like our number one seed or number one rank, Jeremiah Lawrence, he is not going to be wrestling 106 pounds.
No, he's been 120. Correct. Yeah, he's been at 120. Yep. He's a big 120. So
yep, he just won the Plano bracket at 120. So.
All right. So what are we gonna do there? All right. So we had Raiden Terry, Landon Neer, Zane Stanley, Jacoby Cobbs, Stephen Uden. So do we just move them up? Is there any change in order? What are you guys' feelings about that?
I think we have to throw a couple more 106ers in that I'll say we missed. You know what I mean? Which might have been me because I was the one I dug deep in 106, but I definitely left a couple out. Not intentionally, just I guess I didn't know. I didn't know what I know now. I talked to John Spinelli a little bit, and he's in the 106 game because his kid's a 106er. So he filled me in on a lot, and then I looked at some results. So we got Leland Nelson out of Richmond Burton, be little brother to Emmett Nelson.
Okay.
He beat Michael Panarail, the senior out of Stillman Valley that we were talking about. He beat him 11-8 yesterday.
Okay. Obviously, that's a good name too, the Nelson name from Burton. So, you can definitely see him making some noise.
Yep.
Freshman too. Freshman, you say too?
Freshman. He was fourth at IKWF State.
Okay. Where did he wrestle for Burton then for IK? Or they have a kids club, don't they? Or where did he wrestle for IK? Remember?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay.
Well, so there's another individual who's in the mix now. Is he in the mix in the top 6? Because right now we have 5 individuals that I've mentioned.
I think we had Panarail in the top 6. So if he beat him, he's gonna bump him out.
Okay. Well, we didn't have. Panarail was after Uden.
Okay. And we kicked Lawrence out too. So I mean, really, does the other guy slide up, and then Panarail stays on the bottom, and then Nelson slides up, maybe in the 5 spot.
I don't hate that, but let Colton Drinkwine, Reed Cluster kid. I don't know how we didn't find we skipped over him.
He's not listed on any of the rankings.
I didn't see him ranked anywhere, but if you look him up, he's an IESA state champ. His one loss is to Flores, and it's a 4-3 loss.
Tight match to a junior.
Yep.
So what about Charlie Flores then? Does that mean that Charlie Flores is ahead of Drinkwine?
I don't know. I think maybe tell me if this makes sense. We just get a couple more names thrown in the hat, and then we revisit 106 after Abe's Rumble and have a clear and accurate reading, or we can hodgepodge the top 6 together now and go from there and then revisit it after Abe's.
Well, I think we're going to end up having to do both. So I
agree, Dalton. Let's give a top 6 now.
All right. Let me throw a couple more kids in there though that we skipped over.
Okay.
Brandon Gaither out of Olympia. He's gone. He was 15-0, 14-0. He ran into Aiden Evans and lost to him. The 14 or 15 kids he beat up to Aiden Evans, don't really know who they are, but they're 14 or 15 bodies. You know what I mean? I know the kid. He comes out here. He trains here. He's good. He's a good size 106.
I got you.
And
Okay.
he's at Olympia with Collins. I mean, he's in a good spot. He's going to be one of them kids that's going to be well coached in a good room, and he's doing extra. He's another one of them kids that's doing more than your average kid.
Got it. Well, again,
Now,
that just adds a little bit too many to the pot. So, I mean,
Right.
right now, I think if you told me that Charlie Flores beat Drink Wine, then and Drink Wine I think that's Raiden Terry 1, Landon Neer 2, Zane Stanley 3, Jacoby Cobbs 4, Steven Uden 5, and Charlie Flores 6.
all right, now there's a Coal City kid, Jaden Munsterman. We didn't. We kind of forgot about him too. He's.
Jake
Let me just.
Is he
he's a freshman.
Okay, that's that's pretty common with the 6-pound bracket. Obviously, the freshmen being.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have a lot of these IK, IESA placers coming in as the, unheard of or unseen freshmen into the scene, really. So,
Yeah.
Especially this early in the season. I mean, we have Abe's coming up, and we'll have the Pit right after that. 2 big tournaments for 1A that are gonna have some big results and names popping up. So, commonly overlooked right now, I'd say, but definitely gonna be on the scene here shortly, especially at Abe's and then the Pit back to back. So
Yep, I know that'll be a great way to check their oil, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So,
But now, everybody knows I'm super high on Landon Neer, right?
Yep.
So Cam Spinolis, our Marion's 106er or potential 106er, after a wrestle off, he come out the house the other day and they were wrestling, and that's good wrestling. Like Cam Spinolis is going to be a legit 106er. So.
Okay.
I think I have too many what ifs. I have too many
Sometimes information can be
overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think the hard part is, unless these guys are wrestling head to head, I think we take what we got and we kind of just let the chips fall where they may. If people get upset, understand that, I think all these individuals probably are pretty good and they all have opportunities to win, and rankings don't mean anything. So, we're here just having fun, talking about individuals who are in the hunt and who are trying to do good things, and prove us wrong if we didn't mention you, and if we did, you better prove us right. It doesn't really matter. So I think we just stick.
Let me throw in one more kid, and I'll leave 106 alone. This is seems to be my favorite weight. Jordan Lowe out of Oregon. Jordan Lowe's doing it, man. He's another one. He's putting in the extra work. He's a decent size 106.
Yeah.
And he knows how to wrestle.
Yep. And I didn't get to see him wrestle. He had a couple forfeits the other night, so I just
agree.
Tough to like, for me, a lot of these rankings or even understandings that have to do with the eye test. If I watch him wrestle and I go, man, I know where he can compete, then I can understand it. But I need some more information. But thanks for shouting out, and that's your favorite weight class of the year, Jim.
It is, for whatever reason it is.
All right. So you think we got 13 solid and 20 solid. Let's revisit 20 if 20 has Jeremiah Lawrence now included. Where does he end up? Like, how good is this kid?
I don't know. But look, I think at 120, everybody's wrestling for third place. You're going to have Tennyson, Waddle, and then somebody take third.
Correct.
I think that's fair to say. And no disrespect to Jeremiah Lawrence. I just,
I'm going to throw him in the top 6, based on his, he was a solid third place last year in a pretty solid bracket between the Vandalia kid, Hagee, Swanson from Princeton. So, I'm still going to throw Lawrence in the top 6 there at 120. So we had Tennyson, Waddle, right?
Yep.
And then,
Roberts
was in there.
Right now, just to tell you the list, I got Braden Tennyson, Preston Waddle, Logan Roberts, Colin Lindenmuth, and then Jeremiah Lawrence just added to the list. Now, we talked about Brady Mauser, and I didn't know where we really sat with. Is he the top? Is he top 6 guy? Is he the guy? He's from Leroy. And
He's a 3-time state qualifier, so non-placer. And as a senior coming in at 120, you think he'd have to have something on his shoulder there too. Coming in from Leroy, they had some pretty solid wrestlers there a few years ago. So, I mean, I could see him maybe make a crack in the top 6, get a good draw, see how things fall. I'll throw Mauser in there.
And so is there any any type of head-to-head matchups with Litchfield? Litchfield down south too?
Yep, that's south.
Okay,
Yep.
so Vincent Moore is from Litchfield.
Yep.
We've got Paxton Pyatt from Murfreesboro. So we've got a lot of South guys that we got to find out some more information. But I think let's throw in Mauser at 6 and call it a weight class.
Yep.
Hey, let me revisit something. Here we go. And it's going to be 106, if you can imagine.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry, but Drinkwine has wins over Evans and Uden.
Who?
We got Colton Drinkwine
this year.
Yep, this year.
Evan Drinkwine.
Yep. Colton Drinkwine.
Reed
Custer.
Freshman, right?
Freshman.
So he's got wins over Uden.
Yep.
And Evans.
Uden and Evans.
Okay. And that will all be pit matches too. I think
Reed Custer's at the pit.
And Van Daly go to the pit, and then Newman will be there. I'm not sure who else. Does Richmond Burton go there too?
I don't know. Does Richmond go to the pit?
I don't know if they do or not.
Jamie, where you at?
Jamie, does Richmond Burton go to the pit tournament? Just look up pit last year and look up Emmett Nelson, because he would have been one that would have.
I don't think they were. Actually.
I don't think they do, because that would have been a big bracket with Nelson in there with, I believe it was Ace and everybody else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I actually go down on the Saturday, so we'll see if I get to broadcast those finals. So it'll be great for 106. So, all right. So Colton Drinkwine has to be in the mix at the top 6. Then you're saying
for sure
he's ahead of Stephen Uden, and he's ahead of Charlie Flores.
Aiden Evans. I don't think he wrestled Flores yet. He wrestled Evans and Uden,
and he beat Uden.
Correct.
All right.
And for sake of being so sporadic and jumping around, once Abe's rumble and the pit's over, I won't be this erratic.
Yeah.
Is that what I mean?
Yeah. No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that tournament's a great tournament.
Yes, they both are. Yeah.
So, all right. You done with 106? You sure you don't want to go back?
I'm going to leave 106 alone.
All right. Thank goodness.
Put your hand up.
Well, hold on. Don't forget about Aiden Spinelli. Don't forget about him. Small but little, or little but powerful.
Small and little.
Man, that's like
small, little bit powerful punch.
Yeah. And Spinelli remind me where Spinelli's.
He's at Amboy. He's the one that he weighs 98
pounds.
Okay,
he's him and the right kid didn't wrestle. Right.
Yep. Right. Yep. But then we got Bad Dope on right. He is a big boy. He's a legit 113.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We all thought he's a real 113.
Okay.
All right. Well, so all right. Well, I mean, let's move on then. So let's go to 20 and let's finish it off. So we're bouncing around too much. We're gonna confuse the audience here.
Yeah.
I had Brady Mauser, and that gives us a 6. We got top 6. So we're leaving off.
List the 6 quick, Dalton.
All right. Oh, list the 6?
Yeah. List your 6. Yeah, wrote down.
I got Braden Tennyson, Preston Waddle, Logan Roberts, Colin Lindenmuth, Jeremiah Lawrence, Brady Mauser.
Solid.
I like it.
Valid.
Okay. And again, we got to keep our ears to the grindstone and see if we find out any matchups or head-to-head or any results that are significant enough to bring in these other guys.
Yep.
I do have to throw a kid we looked over at 26.
Okay.
When we get there.
Okay, well, now's the time. So we'll
Now's
leave
the time.
120 alone. We'll go to
Yep.
126. I got Tyson Waddle, Gavin Eckberg, Cooper Morris, Nicholas Marchese, Zyler Henson. Eckberg lost this weekend to a 2A kid from Prairie Ridge. I don't know if that impacts his single A ranking, but it is a loss. So what do you got, Jim?
Kane Dauber, freshman out of Princeton.
Kane Dauber.
Dauber.
Freshman up.
Yep. Remember the Daubers, buddy, in the IK days? There's a handful of brothers.
Kind of, yeah.
They're
Okay.
tough.
Yep. And with
How
the
do
new
you-
score, with the
Kane?
new score, with the
Kane,
new scoring too, Princeton's always good in their feet too. So honestly, like, you know, yeah, I can see them guys being, you know, if he's good on his feet nowadays too, that's gonna be huge in the scoring points. So freshman at 126.
Yes.
And so you're putting him in, or what are you doing?
I think Kane Dauber is a top 6 kid at 26 as a freshman.
And what do you think that?
He just teched. I don't have the information in front of me. He just texted Bo Thompson, and Bo Thompson was a ranked kid.
Bo Thompson was ranked.
Bo Thompson from
Okay. Marquette. So Kane Dauber, I'm gonna look him up on results from last year. IK, you said? All right, I got IK, IESA. Here's IK. Let's go Dauber. I don't have a Dauber. How do you spell Dauber?
Dauber.
Okay, Kale Dauber.
No, Kane. Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Well, Kale Dauber got second, but that's at 74. All right, let's see. Kane.
Yeah.
He did not place at IK. Let's go IESA.
What did Kane do at IK last year? He was an IK champ 2 years ago.
Well, he wasn't. He did nothing last year. So where was he last year?
He's chopping wood, Dalton, getting ready for the high school season.
Okay, let me look up. So I mean, how do you without any results, and he didn't compete last year in the state tournament? How do we put him as top 6?
Just because he teched the Bo, he teched the kid that was ranked. That's what I'm basing it off of.
Now, is he related to Kale Dauber?
Yeah, there's how many brothers is there? Three of them in there.
So Kane,
yeah.
Kale. Okay, so Kane Dauber, top 6. You want me to put him here?
I think so. Throw him in at number 6 and let him prove me wrong, but I think he proves me right.
Okay. All right.
And
do we have any results from the weekend that would suggest that some of these guys are in that position? We got to 32, and people that we left off that were in between were Cooper Morris from where's Cooper Morris from again? Coal City, I believe.
That sounds right.
And where did I lose that? Jim, is that your phone, your computer?
No, I don't have anything that makes that's Buddy.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm getting little text messages.
So we got Coal City.
That's Buddy's Ring doorbell.
Bo wants in already. He's out there ringing the doorbell.
Yeah. So again, Cooper Morris was projected at 120, but he's also bouncing around at 126 too. So I don't really know where we put him. So again, I wish we had a little bit more to go off of so that we could.
Well, we will. That's what's nice, right? We will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
132.
Yep.
All right. Here's we left a kid out, and I kind of figured he'd be a 32 or 38 pounder. I'm going to tell you he's going to be a 32 pounder. He's out hurt. He'll be back by regionals. Devin Eiler, Oakwood Salt Fork kid, Chambliss trained kid. He's a 2-time IKWF state champ, 2024 Triple Crown winner, 2024 freestyle or folk style national champs. He was always on dual teams with us. Kid's good. If he goes 32, he's a top 6 kid at 132, and he's guaranteed to be back by regionals. So it'll be hard to talk to him or hard to talk about him up until then. But
And it's the freshman coming in?
yes.
Okay.
His name is Devin Eiler.
Devin Eiler.
Okay.
And that's gonna be tough for Oakwood then too, because they got a couple kids mentioned at 32 and 38. So, I mean, obviously, the better wrestler will make the spot. So, that's no brainer there. But yeah, if he's a triple crown runner and a 2-time IK champ, then
he won state last year at 126.
Then IK.
Yep.
And
So,
he was undefeated out in 14U duels, the junior cadet team. He went undefeated out there, and then he got bumped up and took a loss. But he was undefeated at his weight class. Going undefeated on the cadet team is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Until you get, in your own weight class.
So, then what do we do?
That's going to be at 32.
I think he ends up being a 32 pounder.
Boy, that's going to shake up a lot of things. It's going to be Oakwood.
Oakwood, yep.
So let's come out of different region or sectional. Okay. So we got Brandon Green for Hickey, Wainwright, Holger, Akers, right?
Yep.
Then you also got Nelson Benish. And then even like Landon Blanton's in there.
Yeah.
That's a
I think Alvarado ends up at 38. I don't know that he makes 34 again or can make 34.
Okay. Well, so you guys give me a better order, right? Dean Wainwright's 1. Garrett Vericki is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to figure out the rest. So we got Nelson Benish, Landon Blanton, Lincoln Hoger, Brandon Green, Devin Eiler, Ian Akers.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get them how do we get the 3 through 6?
Well, Hunter Scheich, Unity kid. He's a 32 pounder. He's
another one.
He's another one.
I'm gonna throw Holger in there up top there.
Yeah, Lincoln's a stud, and his dad's an awesome guy, which helps.
I watched him wrestle last year, and that 26 bracket was pretty tough, and he held his own very well as a sophomore. He's a state qualifier as a freshman. I know that the freshman is tough from Oakwood, but 2 years maturity. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he can't make state and won't make state and won't place, but 2 years maturity is, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
And that kid's tough. I make so we throw Holger in there at what, 4?
Well, I got a couple more down south 132 kids that we might have missed.
I need a 3 too.
Green from Roxana.
Yes.
You gotta keep him in the top 4 for sure.
Okay, got him.
Pedro Rangel, another Oakwood South Salt 4 kid.
Go again.
Joe Rangel. He's listed at 38 right now.
He'll be a 32 pounder.
He'll be a 32 pounder.
Yep. I think. Well, I don't know. I guess if that all.
Now you're talking. He's gonna beat out your boy, your freshman.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess Eiler will probably. Maybe he ends up at 38. Oh, I thought we were at 38. I'm sorry. I'm reading you 38. I told you Hunter Scheich at 38. I thought we were on 38 already.
We're 32.
All right.
Well, Hunter Scheich is listed at 32 as
he
well.
Is, yeah, he's certified at 32. That's where I got screwed up. Then I kept on reading.
Okay. So he's not going to be at 32, you're saying, or he is?
Hunter Scheich will be at 32, and then I got jumped the gun on 38.
Okay. So we got Brandon Green at 32.
Yep.
We got Lincoln Hoger 4 at 32. Yep. Put Landon Blanton at 5 at 32. Nelson Benish 6 at 32.
You got to flip flop Benish and
Blanton.
Landon Blanton just because Benish has a win over him last year. Does that make sense? Is that legit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
If you say it. You
All
are
right.
the senior 1A correspondent, Jim. All right, so we'll leave Eiler, Akers, and Scheich off the list.
For the time being.
For a
Got
time being. I mean, I wouldn't count Akers out. He's pretty tough too. So
Okay. Well,
I mean, he's a runner up at 13 last year. So
that's a big jump, though.
that is a big jump. Yeah, 13 to 32.
Yep. All right, so let's go to 38. This is a new weight class for us. We got guys like Jude Finch from Rockridge. We got Widlowski from Coal City. We've got Harrison Bauer. Is Bowers at 38?
No, he's he'll be 44.
Okay, so we can take him off this.
Yep.
I think Jude Finch is a clear number one returning state champ at 138, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Jude Finch won for sure.
Okay, and then we got Alvarado, Widlowski. Widlowski got second in the state last year, correct?
Yep. At 26.
So Alvarado did not place last year. I know he is.
Nope.
So do we give it to the?
He has placed. He's a 3-time qualifier.
Yeah.
He didn't place last year at 38. So I mean he's back at the same weight class too. So Widlowski, Alvarado. Did they match up? No, he was at 26.
Didn't they wrestle at Abe's last year?
That's what I'm wondering. Was Widlowski, was he down at 32 at some last year and then bumped around?
Let me look.
Something tells me, or they wrestled at the, you know what? They wrestled at Abe's or they wrestled at the state
Team state.
State.
And we also got
Now you got
one of the.
Hold on, let me look that up while you guys are talking.
Yeah, and we also got another Verhickey. Those are they twins? I think they're both juniors, ain't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're both
Unity
both-
Christian kid.
Yep, they're twins. So a third and a fifth place medal from him, Clinton Verhickey. They're tough kids too. And then your Wrangell from Oakwood.
Yep.
Is up there.
Carson Bissey. He's out right now from a hernia surgery. He'll be back for the state series.
Carson Bissey. I know that name, yeah.
Let me give you a couple. Like we know all the kids by us. Let me just rattle off some of these Southern kids that we easy for us to look over, right?
Yep.
Taylor Finlay, Unity kid.
Unity Christian.
Yes.
Well, Verhickey's there.
He'll be the 38 for state series, I believe,
So Verhickey's gonna go 44.
or 32 maybe.
Well, his brother's at 32.
Okay, then maybe he goes. I don't know.
Okay. Or maybe, yeah, your other guy can go 44, I guess. The Finlay kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, one of those two, they'll be either 44 or 38.
And another tough kid out of Vandalia is that Cole Yarbrough.
Okay. In the can I jump in?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll have to still check the state tournament, but I don't think Alvarado lost in the state tournament either. Alvarado pinned Brody Wilowski in the finals of a Rumble duel.
Yep.
Okay.
Inside trip. I remember it.
Okay, so let's we'll switch those back.
Yep.
Even though Widlowski was state runner-up, we got head-to-head right there. So now we got it. Now is that the top three? Jude Finch, Andrew Alvarado, Brody Widlowski,
And then
we're figuring out the next three.
yep. I think if Verhickey's at 38, I'm putting him at 4.
Clinton, Ricky.
Yep.
Okay.
What's Bissey? He's done a lot, right? Even his credentials are.
Because Carson
Bissey, yeah, he's gotten 4th twice now. I don't know what happened in 23. He didn't. Was he hurt in 23?
But he's a returning state placer.
Yep. He
So-
was fourth. He was
so-
fourth in 22 at 26, then fourth at 132 at 24.
So
yeah, I remember that. We can throw him up there. Yeah.
Put him in at 5 at 138 right now. And all right, now we're looking for the rest of the 38. What you got any?
The way Cole or Vandalia honestly is, their program's coming along a long ways. With the, so I'm gonna go with the Yarborough kid at Vandalia.
Cole Yarborough, yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna slide him in at 6.
Okay. All right, I'll back it. I'll give it the confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
I won't challenge it, right? If anybody is out there that's ever been a coach before and you went to the seeding meeting at regionals, you put your guy up, and if nobody contests it, he's up there. So
Yep.
I won't contest it. Jim, you have any contests to Carson Bissey or Clinton Ricky at 4, Carson Bissey at 5, and Cole Yarborough at 6?
No, that sounds right. I like it.
All right, then we'll leave it there and let the chips fall after that. So let's move to 44. All right, 144 pounds, right here.
Hold on.
This one's gonna be interesting, honestly. 44. I mean, just since we haven't done this yet, I'm gonna name off a couple of names and we can talk about them a little bit. You got Caden Inman, the returning runner-up at 44. Emmett Nelson, 2-time runner-up. He got 6th last year. I think he was sick at sectionals and state. He injury defaulted out after he lost in the semis. Cooper Corder, sandwich. He was 4th at 38. Ace Christensen from Princeton, 3rd at 138 last year. I know Corder just beat Ace at the Plano, I'm pretty sure, in the finals. I might have been overtime. I'm not sure, though. Vance Williams. I mean, there's crazy top 5 right there. And
put Inman and Williams up at 50 though.
Inman Williams at 50.
Inman and Williams both at 50. You don't see them at 44.
No.
Okay.
So you don't think Vance Williams is not at 44?
No.
So you got Emmett Nelson 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Emmett Nelson 1 for sure. Yep.
Cooper Corder 2. Ace Christensen 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like Cooper Corder. I watched him last year wrestle, and I think he is a very good wrestler.
Yep.
Dylan Hinton, Vandalia kid. Turns everybody on top. He's good.
Dylan Hinton?
Yep. Vandalia.
Where's he?
He was an IK state finalist. I know that.
I'm just going by what they have listed here. They got a Turner kid listed at Vandalia. I'm gonna throw Harrison Bauer in the mix here too. They got him listed at 38, but I'm gonna throw Harrison Bauer in and probably the 5 spot.
Holden Brazelton he transferred from left Unity, or I'm sorry, he's at Unity. Left from St. Joe. He's now at Unity.
Yep.
Let me get somewhere so I don't get too far. God damn it. Keep going. You just keep going. I'll find what I'm looking for.
I got one more down south kid, just so we don't miss out on them again. Carter Chambliss. So he'd be the head coach's son, Vince Chambliss, Oakwood, Salt Fork kid.
Carter Chambliss.
Yep.
Okay. So we've got now. What do we got for tournaments as far as right now, head to head, to put any of these guys in a position? So Dylan Hinton from Vandalia, is he the guy? Is he wrestling? Did you say that somebody else was wrestling 44 at Vandalia? Buddy?
I haven't seen any results yet as far as Vandalia.
Okay.
I
They
know
just
that
wrestled that Kentucky team.
Yeah, what did he wrestle there? Well, now Oakwood was at the Marmion tournament, weren't they? Remember right before the day before Thanksgiving?
Let me look it up. I got
Oakwood
that.
was.
I swear they were there.
And who's at Oak? Who's the Oakwood?
Carter Chambliss, 144.
Okay. Chambliss took 5th place.
Okay.
Okay. So Chambliss. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one, right?
Yeah.
Again, Bauer was ranked 38. Bauer made it to state last year. Where did he end up?
Lost in the blood round.
Okay.
So he went 2-2.
And are any of these guys Edwards, Brazelton, Christensen's up?
Well, Bryce Edwards from Murfreesboro. I mean, he got 4th last year at 144 also. He could be a contester up there as well.
Say that one more time.
Bryce Edwards from Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
He was a 4th place at 144 last year.
Okay. I mean,
this bracket is crazy, honestly. Like you say, we got Emmett Nelson 1, Quarter 2. Ace and Quarter, I think that's gonna be a back and forth battle. They're gonna see each other a couple more times. Ace beat him for 3rd and 4th last year. I think Cooper might have got him at sectionals, so that was a revenge at state. But Cooper already got him this year at Plano, so those two are going to be back and forth again this year, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
And then, Bryce Edwards, returning state placer, Brazelton, another returning placer. He's got 2 medals. He qualified last year. Throwing Harrison Bauer. He's wrestling tough right now. He went 2-2 a state last year, blood round loser. So
now did Edwards? What place did you say he got?
4th at 144. So
and what place did Brazelton get?
He did not place last year at 32, but the year before he got 3rd at 132.
Okay.
But 32, I believe, was it 32 last year, right? Where let me check this out real quick. I had that up. 132 last year was, I think, pretty tough, wasn't it? Yeah, that's with Finch, Williams, Grennan, and then Bissey. So that was and Green and Farmington. So okay. So yeah, who are we looking for at 32?
I mean, the question really right now is looking at, do we put Brazelton ahead of Bauer and get the 6th spot? Do we leave Bryce Edwards at the 5 spot?
Bauer beat was it Finley we're talking about? No, I'm sorry. Wrong guy.
Wait, hold on one second. Am I on mute? Am I on mute or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Who did Brazelton? Oh, okay. Yeah, Brazelton had a bad draw. So Brazelton lost to Finch and Grennan last year at state. That's a pretty tough draw. He was his first match.
Yeah, because Bryce Edwards. So sorry, what were you saying?
We were talking about Brazelton from. He was at St. Joe last year and was at Unity now. I mean, he comes into state at 47-3. He draws Jude Finch 2nd round, and then the wrestlebacks he runs into Grennan from Newman.
Okay,
so that was a pretty tough draw for him.
Got it.
He gets a third as a sophomore, and then doesn't place as a junior. That runs into the eventual champ and 3rd place finisher.
So do you think he deserves a 6th spot?
He definitely deserves a 6th spot.
All right.
I mean, that's a pretty tough. That's a tough draw.
Well, then there we go. You can go to practice and tell Harrison Bauer that he's got to take him out.
Yep.
If he wants to get on the top 6 list, he's got to beat one of these 6 guys. But so right now I got Emmett Nelson 1, Cooper Quarter 2, Ace Christensen 3, Dylan Hinton 4, Bryce Edwards 5, Holden Brazelton 6.
Chambliss didn't make the cut yet.
Not yet.
Okay, fair enough. I like it.
Chambliss was, where is he from? So I'll write him down.
Oakwood.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and what year is Chambliss?
I don't know, actually. I just know he's a state placer.
Senior.
Senior.
He's a state qualifier in 23. That's it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So don't yeah, we got placers right now that are in the spots that, again, I think the hard part, obviously, like everything, right? These are, just thoughts. And if you place in the state, you deserve some credit for placing in the state. You've been there.
Absolutely.
You've been in the tournament. It shows that you can compete, right? I think it's an advantage. I think it's confidence, and I think you change after it. So, but it doesn't mean that you get to get it every year. So, yeah.
And like you say, if it was just paper, it'd be easy, right? That's why you wrestle. That's why you wrestle a match.
Exactly. So, all right. So let's move on. 150. Yep. So we got Caden Inman and Vance Williams at 50. We got guys like Jackson Carroll,
returning state champ Jackson Carroll, right? At 150.
Yep. Brady Lahr.
Yep. Who beat Inman, right?
Okay. So Carroll beat Inman, and Inman. Where was Inman last year?
44. Carroll beat Inman.
Oh, in the finals.
In the finals last year at 44.
Okay, I like that.
So now what?
I mean, that's a great bracket. 3 finalists, 1 champ, 2, and then Vance Williams has won state before. So, right? I'm not speaking out of turn, right?
No, Vance is
a 3-time runner-up.
No, say Vance won it. Yeah, no, he was fourth as a freshman. Then he was runner-up the next 2 years.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of curious on Jackson Carroll's credentials here because somehow he has a IWCA medal in 21. It says here, did they let him wrestle as an 8th grader? And then the state qualifier in 22, 23, and then won it.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Keep going.
Well, it's just what they have listed here. So I don't know if they have something messed up. And,
they might have something messed up, or he's going for his 5th year. I mean, it's a new world out there, man.
I mean, the IWCA thing was maybe they just kind of, hey.
Carter Strachey's going for 7th year or something like that. Well, going into the other, Dylan Crouch is 5th place. His brother, which I would assume is his brother, was it? No, it's different.
Dylan Crouch, he's from Dwight.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Dylan Crouch got 5th place last year.
There's a kid out of Cumberland. I've like
McGinnis
coming up. Owen McGinnis. His dad runs the club. The kid's tough. He's a state placer.
From IK?
Yep. No, state placer in high school.
Not last year.
What about the year before?
Owen McGinnis. He's a coon hunter, man. He's a tough kid, and he hunts. He hunts blue ticks, so he's got to be tough. He's out there all night long. 2-time qualifier. I got him at Owen McGinnis. I got him up at 57 right now. I don't know.
What information you got, Jim?
Mine came from south of Champaign on the South of Champaign kids. So I'm thinking it's accurate.
Okay. So Owen McGinnis is going to be up at 50.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this Garner?
I can actually I'll text his dad right now and confirm it. So what we'll do here. Watch this. What do we want to know? 150 or 157, right?
Yep.
And then you can't leave out Dylan Hinton from Vandalia either. He was
No,
a runner.
I think we see him at 44.
Yeah, we
Hinton.
got Dylan Hinton is listed at 144 in the fourth spot.
Okay. Okay.
He's a returning state
Runner.
finalist.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's state runner up at 138. But I think right now this is what I got, right? And I think this is what we got to build off of. We got Jackson Carroll, returning state champ, Caden Inman, returning runner up, Vance Williams, returning runner up, Dylan Crouch, returning fifth place. And so far, everybody else that I've looked up is not a returning placer. So
Mhm.
we need to know if we're missing anybody from the 44 bracket down, or if there's anybody that we're completely missing out on. We got a Hay. He did not. Did you guys see Dixon earlier this year?
Yes.
Was Cade Hay at 150?
I want to say he was, but Dixon's a 2A, ain't they?
Dixon's 2A, yeah.
Yeah.
Why they have Dixon listed on one of the rankings? Huh.
Beats me. I know they were 2A last year.
All right. Well, it's an error. We make errors. All right. Well, so we need a 5 and a 6.
Well, let me take Owen McGinn. I just confirmed with his dad, Thomas. He's at 57.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna throw in a Coal City kid then. Mason Garner.
Mason Garner.
Yeah, he was a state qualifier at 138 last year. I'm not sure how his draw was. Oh, that was that insane bracket with everybody at 138. Garner went. Yeah, he lost a quarter 5-4 in the second round at state last year, and then he beat Alvarado, and then lost to O'Connor. So he went 2-2 at state last year, lost in the blood round. So that's pretty. That's solid there.
Yeah, I'll put him there. So now, all right. So now we're looking for 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, and I'm searching this
we have
list.
Dylan. Where's Dylan Crouch? Where'd he end up?
He's in the number 4 spot.
Okay.
Yep.
We got. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at names right now. We got Brady Lahr from Quincy. We got
he was a 44 state qualifier last year. Let's see how he did last year at state. The Quincy kid.
Yep, Quincy Notre Dame.
He lost to Rude 6-0. Brady Lahr. Where'd he go? And that would have put he lost to Nelson from Richmond Burton 6-3 in the blood round. And he beat Spinazzoli from Piatone 2-1. So he was one match, 6-3 match with Nelson.
All right.
From Burton. So I mean, it could be I know Nelson wasn't himself at state last year, but that could be a solid throw in there. He's a junior, matured a little bit at the same weight, up a little weight class. So,
all right,
I think we can slide him in there. He's one match from placing last year. So,
okay, we'll leave it. Brady Lahr, and again, 1A is awesome because at the end of the month we're gonna see a lot of matchups and stuff. So, all right, let's go to. You got it. You got something else?
No, it'll just be neat to see how accurate or how inaccurate we are, right?
Yeah. I hope we're the first. Let's go to 57 and let's plan on what do we confirm we're gonna get through 57 or 65? What do you feel?
I have a bunch of 65 information, so if we can
All right,
plan 57 has a clear top 3.
Okay. You tell me. Who are the top 3?
Blake Smith,
Got it.
Riverdale.
Yep.
Briar Ivy from Newman. He's good, man.
Yep. I like that pick there.
And then Lyndon, I'm gonna say his name around Thias, the Roxana kid. Lyndon Thias, Thi or Theis. I don't know how to pronounce it.
is he going to be down at 57?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I vouch for that one. He's tougher now.
Oh yeah.
And where's Goosens? Because
He's
in the top
he's
5.
tough. Yeah. Remember, he's the one that we watched. He won both of his 57 matches the other day. He beat the Oregon kid and Lena kid. He's an Erie Prophetstown kid.
But he's not a returning placer.
Correct. But he didn't qualify the last 2 years. He qualified in 22.
What weight? He's grown. He's grown significantly.
Yeah, he's a qualifier at 13 and 22,
Okay.
but he's a fit dude at 57.
Oh yeah.
Looked very solid. He handled our kid pretty well. But yes, Smith, Thighs. I like the Ivy kid.
No doubt.
Now,
Yeah.
Thesis from Roxana got 4th place in the state last year. So
Yes.
how do you put Briar Ivy ahead of Thesis?
I don't think I listed them in order. Blake Smith was my number 1, and then I just kind of rattled off the other 2 being top 3. Those are my top 3. How about that? Smith, Ivy, and Thesis. Maybe not in that order, but I think Blake Smith is number 1.
Yeah, I'm saying Smith 1. Ivy might not have got a medal, but he's training year round. He was a qualifier. Actually, he missed state last year. He's a qualifier 2 years ago, but his brother Bryce is in the room with him. Every day. He's part of the coaching staff.
Brody.
I'm sorry, Brody. Bryce, the older brother, even there too. But anyway, good family, wrestling family,
Awesome.
fit family. So
Now, okay, so how about the Owen McGinnis? So if he's at 57, where's he shake into things?
Aiden Larkin, Hoopstown kid.
Is he down?
My Southerner information says he'll be at 57.
Okay.
And he got 6th place at 57 last year.
Yep.
So we got. I mean,
you would think I would know the 157 pound bracket better than I do from last year, but I really don't.
So let me tell you what I got. So right now I got Blake Smith 1, Lyndon Thesis 2, Briar Ivy 3, Aiden Larkin 4. Do I switch Aiden Larkin and Ivy? Let's switch Aiden Larkin and Ivy because Aiden Larkin is the returning medalist and Ivy is not.
That's fair. I mean, by paper, you kind of have to there.
Yeah. And then Owen McGinnis, he did not place last year at the state tournament.
He returned 2-time qualifier back to back, but again, he was in that 40. He was in a tough bracket last year at 44, and then Goosen's 5.
Goosens.
Gossens or Goosens? Goosens.
Got it. Wyatt Gossens. All right, so that's actually that's 6. So we got Blake Smith, Lyndon Thesis, Aiden Larkin, Briar Ivy, Owen McGinnis, Wyatt Gossens.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that works. That Chasen Kazmaresic, Wheaton Academy kid,
Yep.
same club with Holger. I've seen his name around. I think he's
Chasen?
Yep. Kazmier.
Okay.
What did he do last year?
He did not place.
He did not place. Wheaton Academy. Yeah, Chasen, right?
Yes.
So he lost the champ 2nd round and then lost to Widlowski in the blood round, 14-4.
All right, good. Do me Google this kid because they have him. He's ranked number 3. He's a senior from Olympia. Kelton Graydon. KELTON GRADN.
Say spell KEL.
Yep, TON.
He is not on, so he did not place last year.
Okay.
He was a qualifier at 57. Jim, you're supposed to have that bracket memorized. Remember?
Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you doing in 57 matches?
Yeah. Well, you want to go check the board?
He lost to Fox.
It's probably still in the car.
It probably is.
Uh,
Yeah, I think we got 6. I think you know, I've looked up the rest. I don't see any other. You know, I was gonna look up McNeely real quick.
Bauer from Oregon beat him, the Olympia kid.
Okay.
So he went 1 and 2. He went 1 and 2 at state last year. So
the Kelton kid.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we got 6. So, you know, again, like I said, the first the top 3 are state placers, and the 3 others are people people are vouching for. So, what do you got, Jim?
I don't know now that I'm looking at my stuff. I have Lyndon Thies, the Roxanna kid. I have him at 57 and 65.
I asked that question.
I know, but my information said he'd be at. Let me double check it. I'm sorry. Let me just triple check this here.
And where you had him?
I'm on my own here. Don't forget, I'm in the little building. I don't know where pen is. I don't know where anything's. I'm on my own here. So
you got the number 2 pencil. You don't need a pen.
You're saying the studio audience left you?
Everyone's gone. I'm on my own.
Wow.
I have I have good dope here, and it says Landon will be at 57.
Okay.
Lyndon.
His name Lydon.
Lyndon.
Okay.
Lynn. That's a Lynn, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll reach out and we'll jump to 65, and let me double check with somebody here, and then we'll
So you got Lyndon Thies and Larkin both at 57.
Yes. I'm going to find out right now here. I think he should get right back to me. Thies at 57 or 65. Or 65.
Buddy, what I love about this, and you tell me what you think, right? So I love, you know, I was telling Jim earlier, I don't really like rankings because it's oftentimes never passes the smell test. And
100%.
I think what's cool about this opportunity is the show is, you know, one, Jim is super well connected. He's going to find out what weight people are at, regardless of whether or not they're bouncing around or we don't know. 2, we're looking at the results right in front of people here. This is how we're coming up with the results, right? We're using obviously head to head. We're using past credentials, right? Are you a state placer? Are you a qualifier? Where are you at, right? We're putting together a list, not out of complete random order. So I like it.
Yes. No, I 100%. The rankings, you know, I'm glad we didn't have these smartphones when I was in school, honestly, because you see kids nowadays. Oh man, look! Oh, look at this kid did all the. Just throw your phone away. Quit looking at it. You gotta get in the ring. You gotta wrestle. It's nice maybe look up some background on the guy, maybe see what he can do. Nowadays the technology of scouting is out the roof. That's a big plus sign. But sometimes a lot of these kids, oh man, this guy is who. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, my grandpa even showed me the bracket, the bullpen. Oh, you just go into this mat. Don't even worry about it. You don't matter who you don't worry about it. Just go wrestle.
Well, again, and I like that. And if there's any wrestlers listening, again, don't be offended. It doesn't matter. You got to put your shoes on, step in the center, and go win the match.
Exactly.
All right, let's check back in. Jim, you got any info? What do you got?
Nothing yet. But we can jump into 65, and I can rattle off 8 names. I can rattle off 7 names at 65, and I'll leave Thies from Roxanna out right now, but I can rattle off 7 names.
You're going to leave Thies and Larkin out of 65 then?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
They have him ranked number 1, Nick Estasio, Marion kid, sophomore.
He qualified for state last year.
He did.
No,
No, he did not.
no, it did
His
not.
brother did. That was an older brother. Nick
Max
did not qualify.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think did he win Fresh Off State though?
He did.
Yeah. I seen him at that's like one of the first. I mean, I saw him a little bit at the sectional because he was up at like 75. No, where was he? He was up a couple weights last year.
Last year, I think he wrestled 75.
Yeah, so he was up a little bit last year, and then
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how we're gonna communicate this, but Daniel Kelly is returning state placer, 5th place at 157 pounds.
Yep.
Does Estacio have any head-to-head with these guys?
I do not believe so. We didn't wrestle. No, because we didn't wrestle Newman last year, and we don't go to the pit. And they didn't see each other. They weren't in the same weight class during the state series, so no.
Okay.
Daniel Kelly come out the other night with Briar Ivy, and Kelly's good, man. He's a big 65 pounder. He's good.
Okay.
He's a senior. I mean, he's.
Yep. No, he was tough last year. I remember watching him last year.
Yep.
And then.
Well, yeah. So Jim, you just rattle off your guys' names because we didn't even let you go.
Yeah. Now this is not in order necessarily, though. These are just these. You can jumble them around any way you want. But Estacio, Kelly, Riley Leaflet, Ottawa kid. I don't know if that sounds familiar or not. He's a sophomore. Cooper Miller out of Gibson City. Kane Hyer, Hyer out of Robinson. And Brody Stein out of Byron. In no particular order. And definitely not alphabetical because I come up with Brody last.
Got it. All right. Well, how do we let's dive into this because I'm looking for returning state placers, and right now I've got Daniel Kelly as the sole individual.
You can't leave out Brock Finch, junior from Coal City, 2-time qualifier. Qualified at 44 last year. 44 was a stacked house. Let's see here how he did at 44.
I saw Brock Finch's name somewhere. I don't remember what weight that was now. Where are we at? 65?
Yeah. Okay, Finch was a 38-14 sophomore last year. Oh, and he went 1-2 at state, lost to Quarter and Rude.
Oh, the kid I left out was Gabe Kiddo out of Westville. He was a state qualifier.
Kiddo? I got a different guy at 65 for Westville.
Kidoo.
Westville, I got a Logan Mahaffey.
What weight you got? Is Gabe? Where's he at? 675 or 57?
And you have, who'd you have for Marquette? Riley?
Riley, yep.
Yes, I got him listed at 75 also.
He'll be 65 for a state series.
Okay. All right.
Now, how do you spell that? Let me put that down.
Riley?
Yep.
Like the last name, obviously, right? I believe it's L. I just kind of scribbled it because I knew what I was talking about.
Leifheit is what I got.
Leifheit.
That's totally not how I spelled it. I wrote the word leaf and then let.
And what's this gentleman's first name?
Riley.
R?
Yeah, Riley. Reily.
Got it. All right. Well, he's in there. All right. Riley. Leaflet.
Yep.
Leafy.
All
right.
He's good. He's one of Josh Noonan's guys.
Okay. So how many we got right now?
I mean, what do you mean? I
know. With some of them guys coming down, if we can get, Casey Etheridge was the Princeton kid, state qualifier at 165 last year. junior, Princeton. Again, Princeton's tough. They're good on their feet. Their team, I'm not sure how he did at the pit at the Plano tournament just recently. I thought I had that up.
Yeah. What about Messendijk?
Menzendijk, yep. I was another name I was gonna throw out there.
Where's he from?
Stockton.
Got it. That's what I thought.
Yep.
I knew
Yep.
the name.
John Menzendijk, Jack, but we call his name's John.
Okay. Now, did
he-
Menzendijk had any head-to-head with Stein last year?
Last year, Stein beat him in the regional finals, I believe.
Okay.
So that's going to be a tough one there to get him up in the top 6. Depending on what's Jack we see. He's a tough kid, built well, tall kid. Got good training partners.
Got it.
Just,
So who do we put it to? If we got Daniel Kelly and we're not sure about Nick Estacio, right? So we got Daniel Kelly, Nick Estacio. We got Kane Hyrie from
Kane
Robinson.
Hyrie from Robinson. Yeah, what did he do?
I got nothing on him.
qualifier at 65.
Yeah. So a lot of qualifiers in this bracket, and then obviously some not qualifiers. So how to put them in order? I mean, I don't know why. I mean, Nick Estacio wins Fresh Off State, which good tournament to win. But I mean, maybe you put him there. So Daniel Kelly 1, Nick Estacio 2, and then how do we put in order behind that? Where's Riley Leaflet? Leafheit? And does he fall ahead? Is he ahead of Menzendijk? Is he ahead of Stein? So Stein's got a win last year over Menzendijk. Where's Casey Etheridge? Is he above Stein? Behind Stein? Brock Finch.
Brock Finch, a 2-time qualifier.
So he's a junior.
Junior, what do we say? The Etheridge was a qualifier 65 also, right? Yeah, he was a sophomore qualifier. He went 2-2. He lost a Lauer kid from Rock Ridge in the blood round.
Okay. All right.
And
so
Lauer beat Max Stachio match after that. So again, another year of maturity and another year of coaching under Coach Amy too. So, like I say, Princeton's gonna be good on their feet. Coach Amy was always good on his feet, and with the point scheme this year, that's a big game. Them 3-point takedowns.
So do we keep Riley on the Riley and Menzendijk on, or are those two the ones that are, this is we got to vote people off as opposed to keeping them on. So right now, just a list. I got Daniel Kelly, Nick Estacio, Brock Finch, Kane Hyrie, Casey Etheridge, Brody Stein, John Menzendijk, Riley Leafheit.
I guess by the head-to-head, you got to keep Stein on there. I mean, right at 6.
Yeah, I mean the last time Stein and Leaflet wrestled was in IK State 3 years ago. So that doesn't. I mean, now we're digging, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go too more farther past than 1 year head-to-heads.
And so they're all qualifiers, correct? Riley qualified last year.
Riley, hang on, let me look back up.
I don't know if he did.
No, he did not.
So he's not.
Stein did. Yeah, so Stein did. So
all right.
Stein's got to slide in at 6 by paper, right?
All right. Then we got a list. We'll obviously we still have to wait and see where Lyndon Thesis is and Aiden Larkin, if they're staying at 57 or going to be at 65. But I'll finish it with Daniel Kelly, Nick Estacio, Brock Finch, Kane Hyrie, Casey Etheridge, and Brody Stein. All right. Nice. That's a good top 6. All right.
Dude, 75 is the one that's wild. 75 is nuts. You got runner-ups. You have hold on one second here. 65. Oh, hold on one second.
Okay, we're changing everything.
Yeah. For rankings podcast.
Might just call him, put him on the show, dude.
I tried to, but I don't even have his real phone number. All I have is this stupid messenger.
Oh, I see.
Well, you can't message him for his phone number, Jim?
We
I mean,
Last time I did that, I met this guy named Buddy Staver when I asked the guy for his number. Look where that got me.
yeah, you got a Snapchat. How do you like that?
All right,
Yeah.
now we're here. We got to redo 65.
What do you got?
Damn it. Because now my guy Brody's getting bumped.
But what do you got? Because 57 changes. You're
57
saying.
changes. So Lyndon Thies, the Roxana kid, will be a 65 pounder.
Okay.
All right.
He
So
will go 75 for like some hodgepodge duels, but he'll be a 65 pounder for the state series.
Okay.
And
I
when will you post this so I can tell them when? Tomorrow sometime?
Yeah.
So that's gonna slide somebody in at 57.
I think all we do for 65 is I think we just put Lyndon Thesis. Is it Thias or Thesis?
I don't know. This is through text, so I don't know.
Okay.
I would say thighs. THI.
Thies.
Yeah.
Lyndon Thies. I think we put him at 1 because I think he got 3rd place in the state, right?
4th.
And he's dude, he's
Okay,
a
4th,
he's a
yeah.
Daisy Fresh jiu-jitsu kid.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Yeah. He's.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he's a Roxana tough, like right. You can't deny them Roxana kids being tough.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we just bump everybody up in 57. We got Blake Smith, Aiden Larkin, Briar Ivy, Owen McGinnis, Wyatt Goosens, and now we need a number 6. So
At 57.
at 57, we were talking about chasing Kazar Mirzak
Yeah.
Yep.
and
That Wheaton Academy kid.
Wheaton Academy. So let's slide him in at number 6,
I like
and then at 65. According to our list, we're bumping Brody. So, if if Brad's watching, tell Brad don't get too upset, Brad. Brody will know that what he's got to do. I mean,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
just
the thing.
part of the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, you only have spots for 6. This is why I think
Let's do top 7 for 65.
You want to go back to 106 and tell me all your guys? Listen, to place in the state tournament is tough, and it ain't easy. We ain't handing these things out. So, the ranking is just a speculative aspect of it. I've worked with Brody for a long time. I think Brody will be all right. He'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, this game is about proving it on the mat. And like we said multiple times through this thing, if you're watching this and you're an athlete, do not take this as gospel. You go out and you compete and you do whatever you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
And you let the chips fall. So
Do not be fooled by my athletic build.
yeah. Jim is he's really good at wrestling math. He knows a lot of matches. He knows a lot of this, the stuff that's happening. He knows results. He knows where they wrestled when they were in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, all the above. But at the end of the day, we know that it's just you got to put it on the line, and the wrestling figures it out. So yeah, you dads, you guys can be the ones all pumped up about it. So,
Yeah.
Or pissed off about it. We don't really care.
I'm excited for 175, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. So you give me a little preview before we get in it. We'll leave it at that at 65, but
All right.
we'll come back. We'll kick it off with 75. Obviously, we've got a Stockton guy in one of the top couple spots.
We got a couple. We got some runner-ups. We got Bowden Delaney, who is a runner-up at 65. We got Eli Larson, who is a runner-up at 75. We got Newt Blake Libdahl coming into the mix at 75. You got Ryan Rink from Unity at 75, who's been good for a long time.
Ryan Rink.
Landon Benson, Coal City kid, who was a champ last year at 65 in that mix.
Big, strong kid.
Yep. And then Angel Zamora from Hoopstown, who's a
big, strong
3-time state qualifier, 3-time state placer.
2-time qualifier, 1-time placer.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a big, strong kid. Likes upper body. He'll score big points.
Yeah. So there's your top 6. I mean, if we're missing somebody at 75, I don't know who, but Delaney, not in this order. Delaney, Rink, Zamora, Benson, Larson, Libdahl. That's murderer's row, right? I mean, that's
a tough bracket.
It is. It's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those 1A brackets that Well, we won't get into all that pound for pound stuff right now, but that's a tough ass bracket.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll leave that and we'll get back. Bring your arguments and any matchups, and we'll dive into 75 to kick off the next show. Guys, thanks again. Anything else you want to tell the people?
No, man. I guess I appreciate all the positive feedback. That's cool, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm new to this. I know Buddy's like a veteran to the podcast game, so he's
Hey, I'm just a talker, man. You know that.
Yeah.
No,
And
and I'll follow that up with a lot of this ranking stuff too that we're doing with this. Like you said, Dalton. This is just kind of a preview of everything that's kind of by paper. And like you say, all the kids, if you're listening to this, man, get out there and just show us wrong if we didn't say your name. Put a little extra work in here these next month and a half, and when it comes down to state, show us what you got really. And this is a preview for almost preseason, because not a lot of the big tournaments have really hit yet. We have a lot of wrestling to happen yet. A lot of head-to-heads will be showing up and stuff like that. So this is an early showing, and we're kind of just going off what we know of some of the wrestlers, what we know of like some of the previous results, and and just some feed that we're getting through some other people here and there. So yeah, this is cool to kind of get a little preview of what's going to happen, what's going on, and getting some names out there.
Yep. And if we missed anything and there's a matchup that we missed, a head-to-head match that's taken place this year or last year, get a hold of us. Send any of us a message, and we'll take it in inventory. So all right, guys, great stuff. See ya.
All right, thanks.